Okay, so this one I love. This is one of my most favorites. Vision boards. I think I had a teacher once tell me that you must have goals. Write your goals down. Small goals, midterm goals, long-term goals. Write them down and know them. I remember in school we did. She gave us each a piece of paper and an envelope, and we wrote them down. We wrote down a small goal, medium goal, big goal, and we put them in an envelope, put our name on it, and she kept them all year long. I thought, this is the stupidest thing. What does this even mean? This does not matter. And at the end of the school year, on our last day, she passed those back out and explained to us that sometimes if we set goals, no matter how small or big they are, they will eventually come back around and you'll be able to achieve those goals and not even realize it. I thought, what is she talking about? So we all opened them, and read our goals and everything. And it was wild of the things that we actually wrote down a year, the beginning of the school year, and thought, this is crazy. And how some of that has actually come full circle and is in our path. So that's always stuck with me. I'm so thankful for her doing that. And I've seen how important it is to have goals. No matter how small or big, no matter what area in your life the goal is for, it is important to have those goals. So a vision board is basically just that. It's having goals, but putting the goals in front of you in a way that you're putting that energy out into the universe to where it is hopefully going to come back around, not hopefully, that it will come back around and be handed to you in one way or another. So the goal, the vision board can be so many different things. It's different for every person. It can be in a different way for every person. I think the easiest way to do a vision board, if you've never heard of them or done one, Google it. I'm sure you can get on Instagram or Pinterest. Oh my goodness, Pinterest, and get tons of ideas. Easiest way to do it is to get a cork board with some thumbtacks, and you can decorate it up, make it all fancy, or you can just have it plain. But get some magazines and crop out your different wants and needs, your different dreams, your desires. And it doesn't have to be all materialistic things. It doesn't have to be, I want this fancy thing or that fancy thing. But if you're wanting to get married within, the next year or 4 years, then you can put pictures of weddings, of what you want in your wedding. So if you're wanting this big elaborate wedding that just doesn't seem quite in reach, start putting those things on there, because you never know how things in the universe are going to change to prepare you to receive that type of wedding or that type of life. Put pictures of rings on there. Put pictures of you and a spouse on there. What location? Do you want to be in Paris? Do you want to be on the beach? Do you want to be a little quaint backyard get-together? Find those types of pictures in magazines or catalogs or whatever. Crop them out and stick them on there. Some people will zone it off into different sections of, what they want, their personal life, work life, home, all the different areas. You can put it all together however works for you. A vision board is to each its own, 110%. It can be a little bitty clipboard. It can be one big huge thing. It does not matter. As long as you put that energy out there, set those goals, that is the point of it. So have fun with it. Don't get stressed out for it. Don't have to be Martha Stewart's perfect vision board by any means. The goal is all the same. I love to sit down and create and update a vision board. I think that's something that we'll do and show on here. If anybody does them or has one, please let me know. Send it. Let me know your story behind it. If you've never done one, you think this is kind of crazy, I'm not a crafty type of person, or it has nothing to do with being a crafty person. It has to do with putting the energy into the universe and receiving it. If you don't know what your goals are, how are you going to get it? That's the question. If you don't know what you want in 5 years, it doesn't mean you have to have that, but what do you want in 5 years? What do you want in a year? 12 months. 12 months flies right by. What are you wanting in that 12 months? For you, your family, your spouse, your religious group, what are you wanting? Spiritually, what are you wanting out of life in the next 12 months? All those different subjects you can touch on when it comes to the vision board. Another little thing I'll do is I have plaques throughout the house of positive quotes and sayings and positive affirmations. I think those are important. On the goal board, it's wonderful to also just put little quotes around it or on it. Take your favorite quote and put it right in the center of it. That is a starting point. I have, this one was in the bedroom. This is one that speaks to me. Each quote speaks to people in different ways depending on what path you went down and what's happened to you. So take the time to find quotes or special inspiration sayings, positive affirmations, and take those and incorporate those into your office, into your house, into your world. That one just reminds me simply that just because I'm going through a rough patch, whether it be at work or in my personal life or wherever I'm struggling at, to embrace it, to enjoy that moment, because the things that are on that vision board are still coming. So just accept that negative, accept that down moment, walk out into it, and just embrace it. If you've never danced in the rain, I highly suggest it. It sounds crazy, but if it's a nice day, nice evening, and it starts to rain, walk out there in it. Just walk around in the rain. It's so refreshing. So refreshing. Highly recommended. Once you do it, you're going to be like, I wish I'd have done this years ago. So that is one of my inspirational sayings. They can be, for every aspect. I have some over on that cabinet there with my dad and my mom. I have an inspirational saying on the top, and then down by next of them kind of refers to them and to that situation. I have some in the bedroom that are just kind of nice and calming, so whenever I go to bed at night, it just kind of recenters me. And then I have one in the kitchen that's a bit longer, and something that's really long. You see some of those quotes and they're on a big long board. Don't be afraid just to break it up. Read just the first paragraph, the first sentence on it. Think about it. Is that what you're wanting? Is that what you have in your life right now? So my little plaques throughout the house stuff are kind of like my mini vision boards. But everybody should have an actual vision board. Put it somewhere, anywhere you feel comfortable. I think the bathroom is a good place to put a positive quote that really means a lot, or even a small vision board. Just because that's the first place you are usually in the morning to get ready for work or to get your day started. And it's usually the last place you are to get ready for bed. So the bathroom is a very important place that I think we forget about. Especially if you have a master bathroom that you can make yours and it's not necessarily for everybody to see, is a perfect thing. If people walk in and say, what is that? Tell them, that's my vision for my future. There it is. So you can put that energy out there, and in a sense of time, see how it comes back around to help you. You can revise that vision board as often as you want and add to it. Google it, look it up. The Secret is where I first heard of it, and it made a big impact in my life. So some very powerful and famous people understand a vision board and use a vision board. That says a lot. If these people have had a dream, I really go back to Oprah. I really am inspired Oprah, by Ellen, people that really started from nothing. Rosie O'Donnell's another one that started with nothing, had a dream and a passion of something that they didn't think they could ever achieve, but it was a passion, and they kind of just took that road, hoping for the best. and have become amazing people at their dream. And that's what it is. Nobody went to them and said, this is what I want you to do, and become famous. It was a little dream they had, not thinking too much of it, followed that road though, and let it blossom into everything it did, and worked hard to get it there. So those people understand vision boards. If those people understand it and it's worked for them, why would you not try it and do it? So years ago, I did a vision board, and after looking back on it, I was shocked at the amount of things that I brought into my life that I set a goal for a year and a half, 2 years prior. Subconsciously, there's a lot going on that we don't understand in our minds, and we have to train our minds to focus on the positive energy and the happy energy. Because if not, there is thousands of thoughts that are going through your mind every minute that you're not even realizing. Just thousands, just on play, just going and going and going and going and going. At some point, you have to make sure a good percentage of those thoughts are positive thoughts, happy thoughts, blessings, things to be thankful for, things that have happened that are good. Not, I was late for work, I don't have time to go to the grocery store tonight, oh, what am I going to do next week, oh, I didn't send that package, oh my gosh this, oh my gosh that. Those for some reason come so easy, but then, you know, that customer that came in today that was really pleasant, thankful for that moment. Things like that are so hard to remember and to think of. So we have to adjust our thought process to get on that track. It's not easy and it does take time. Positive things sitting around you, reading them, seeing them, understanding them, keep you on that track and slowly but surely retrain your brain into thinking and seeing more positive things. Having these plaques at work on your desk, all for it. I think that's great. So don't be afraid to send me some pictures. Tell me how your vision board's changed. If you've done a vision board, I'd like to see pictures of a vision board. I had a really good friend give me the little push pins for my vision board in a gift, and that meant the most to me. So if you have some friends that also do vision boards, or they're interested in doing vision boards or understanding them, make it a party. Have everybody get together one evening and have tons of magazines. Have people from the office keep magazines, your doctor's office keep magazines, get them all. So people play stuff to crop and get, and make it an activity. It's a positive get-together. It's something great. And it's kind of fun to see what everybody else's visions are. If it's something that's more personal to you, then that's fine. Do it on your own. Do it at home. But if not, by all means, have a party. You are putting positive energy out there. Some people that's never done it before, once they do it, you're setting them on a positive, healthy, happy track. So it's a win-win. Try it and let me know what you think.